The decision to distance yourself from a destructive narcissistic person may be the best decision you can make in your life, as it can grant you true freedom and allow you to regain control over yourself and the decisions you've lost due to your connection and victimization by a narcissistic individual. However, it can be difficult to make the decision to set boundaries or cut off contact with a narcissist due to the toxic and damaging nature of narcissism. This is because the weak and fragile narcissist cannot tolerate not being in control of you and the situation. Therefore, when you start taking steps to distance yourself from the narcissist, you should expect a potentially violent reaction from them. Thank you very much for your support. If you find this content useful, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for helping share this message with those who can benefit from it. In the cycle of narcissistic abuse, we've learned that it consists of the stages of idealization, devaluation, discard, and then a potential hoovering phase. In addition to these stages that make up the narcissistic abuse cycle, we also find other behaviors such as the silent treatment and sudden disappearance, which are some of the most notorious narcissistic abuse tactics. You can likely relate to what I'm saying, as you may have experienced these behaviors in your relationship with a narcissistic individual. However, it's essential to understand that the narcissist is the one who engages in these behaviors, not you. In other words, you're not allowed to act in the same way, like ignoring them, because doing so goes against the rule that the narcissist never breaks. You need to understand how their system works. In any normal relationship, silence can be a powerful message, indicating that you are upset about something, such as an action or words from those individuals. It's a way to let them know that they have crossed a boundary with you. As for narcissists, this style of punishment and mistreatment towards the victim can be extremely harsh to the point that the psychological impact on the victim can be challenging to bear. The victim often does not understand what has happened, which makes it even more difficult to deal with this form of punishment. In the narcissist's mindset and behavior, this is a way to exert control and dominance over the victim. As long as the victim doesn't understand what's happening precisely, the narcissist remains in control of the relationship. When a narcissist treats you with silence, their goal is to diminish your self-worth and make you feel worthless, as if you have no value and don't exist. As we mentioned, the ultimate purpose of these behaviors is to maintain control over you. The primary purpose of the silent treatment is to elicit an emotional reaction from you so that the narcissist can once again focus on and feel satisfied with themselves. This is the reason the narcissist uses silence with the victim. The narcissist knows that you will experience intense pain from their behavior because it includes a form of contempt towards you. The problem is that when the narcissist uses these tactics, they want to convey that they are the victim and you are the perpetrator, and when they don't receive a quick response from you, they escalate their mistreatment of you. You need to understand a crucial point and accept it. The narcissist doesn't assign any weight or value to you as long as you understand their tactics and the way they treat you. As soon as you can recognize the strategies the narcissist is using against you and understand that you are caught in a destructive narcissistic cycle, you can take steps to protect yourself, create distance between you and the toxic individual, and break free from this destructive relationship as soon as possible. What you must know and accept is that with narcissists who exhibit these destructive narcissistic traits, there is no change in their behavior, and I can assure you that many people will agree that there is no improvement in a narcissistic relationship, even if it may seem like there's potential for change or improvement in the relationship or their behavior. Your perception is temporary, and it comes after the narcissist manipulates you to confirm that there is no benefit or hope in changing this destructive narcissist. So, why do narcissists despise being ignored or someone not paying attention to them? Why, when they themselves employ these tactics to feel in control and powerful, do they become exhausted, frustrated, and broken when the situation changes? First and foremost, you need to understand that individuals with destructive narcissistic traits are addicted to feeling special. There is no clearer demonstration of a lack of specialness than being ignored. They also require complete control over those around them, and nothing signals a lack of control more than being ignored. Exactly, when you ignore a narcissistic person, you are essentially making it clear to them that they cannot control the situation or the relationship, at least from your perspective. This greatly disturbs the narcissist, drives them crazy, and makes them feel completely inadequate. This is because the narcissist lacks self-confidence and genuine strength in their personality. They know and are certain that they are, in reality, someone with extreme deficiencies, and they feel tremendous pain when their inadequacy is exposed, or when someone demonstrates that they are not affected by the narcissist's attempts at control. Here, the narcissist's influence and control, which they may have had over you at times, are shattered. This is a severe problem for the destructive narcissist, as it reveals their lack of control and personal strength. When a narcissist is ignored, it triggers their internal fear, shame, and insecurity. It also revives memories of abandonment that they may have experienced in their childhood, which they desperately try to bury and not allow anything to remind them of those experiences. The narcissist makes every effort to avoid rejection and neglect by treating you with silence, disappearing from your life, neglecting you, and devaluing you all the time. It is expected that you accept this situation. However, when things change and the narcissist is ignored, everything falls apart from their perspective. They start feeling intense frustration and initiate aggressive attacks on you. It is essential at this point that you pay close attention to yourself and avoid exposing yourself to their aggression. In reality, any form of rejection, in any way, is a significant blow to the narcissist's inflated ego. Even hidden narcissists have an extremely inflated and grandiose ego, but the difference is that they can initially conceal it. Just a hint of criticism, rejection, or abandonment terrifies the narcissist more than anything else. When you choose to ignore the narcissist, you are cutting off their narcissistic supply, which is your attention and emotional reactions toward their toxic behaviors and tactics. When you ignore the narcissist, you deprive them of their only source of sustenance. They respond with extreme anger and make every effort to regain your attention, often through violent means. It's crucial to realize that ignoring the narcissist incites their anger because of their fragile and weak inner self. They begin to feel humiliated and attack you in an attempt to protect themselves. The fake persona that the narcissist has meticulously crafted to convince everyone that it's real crumbles as soon as they face neglect from you. In fact, the narcissist is in significant danger of being exposed or having their true self discovered. They have a highly sensitive reaction to any perceived threat of neglect or abandonment. The narcissist is extremely sensitive to rejection, and they can become highly aggressive in response to any hint of rejection from you. As soon as they feel that they have lost control or influence over you, they start to attack you in a dangerous manner. You can expect angry text messages or voice messages with clear emotional outbursts, and the entire focus will be on a personal attack against you. Anticipate insults, criticisms of your flaws, or accusations of lying about anything related to you. The events that happen with them will seem entirely illogical, but you need to know that it's not about you specifically or any shortcomings in your personality, it's the narcissist's style, and they won't give it up no matter what. Ignore everything that happens, including their attacks, and don't attach any importance to it. Also, be prepared for them to ignore you for a specific period, hoping to regain a sense of power and control. Therefore, try to enjoy your time and emotional peace in the short period when they are not present, as it will likely be a brief respite. The narcissist will do everything necessary to tarnish your reputation and character to anyone who will listen, because the narcissist's fundamental principle in life is how to poison others' perceptions of you with deceitful talk. The narcissist is well known for manipulating the truth to serve their own interests and personal goals. So, expect them to use the truth in a deceptive manner. They will use evidence to support their lies to convince others of their deceptive truth. The narcissist will go to great lengths to regain their sense of power and control and to make you pay the price for rejecting and ignoring them. If the narcissist's attempts fail, expect that they might resort to crying and offering insincere apologies and empty promises. They will tell you everything they believe will work to regain your attention and interest. The narcissist will pursue you relentlessly, even on social media, if they can't reach you in person. Be cautious about their reactions during this phase. These are common behaviors of narcissists when they face rejection or neglect. It's essential to remain strong and not be swayed by their tactics. Your well-being and peace of mind are more important than catering to the narcissist's needs. No matter what happens, Don't fall into the narcissist's trap again, because everything you're dealing with is a game and pure deception, and it won't last forever. Always remember that talking is easy, and anyone can say anything, but the real challenge is in actions. In the end, words have no value when they come from a harmful narcissistic person. Stay focused on actions and behaviors, not just words. Don't forget that a narcissistic personality is destructive, and being in a relationship with or near one will only harm you. You deserve better, a life with dignity and your true value. After all that has been said, I believe the only right choice when dealing with a narcissistic person is to, at the very least, maintain a distance between you and them. If you can't do that, complete separation is the only solution. Never forget that words are easy, but actions define a person's true nature. I know that separating from a narcissist is not as easy as we talk about it, but if you can manage it, it's the best decision for you. Be aware that ignoring the narcissist is one of the most effective ways to cut off the relationship with that person. Don't let the narcissist manipulate you into returning to their control. They might try to make you feel guilty, embarrass you, flood you with love and sweet talk, or even threaten self-harm to regain control. If you're in a relationship with a narcissist in any aspect of your life, you're essentially their narcissistic supply, a crucial source of validation for them. The magic key here is not responding to any manipulation or tricks from the narcissist. The narcissist knows they started the relationship, and they won't give up on ending it whenever they want. If you can maintain your boundaries properly and not give in to their attempts to revert things to the way they were, the narcissist will eventually seek someone else to fulfill their narcissistic needs. When the narcissist can't attract your attention and regain your interest, they will try to disrupt and damage your life. They will tarnish your reputation by spreading lies about you to others, portraying themselves as victims, and making you look like the villain. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments. Also, if you have any comments or suggestions regarding the channel's content, please share them. If you have any advice or ideas for channel improvement, send them my way.